Hey YouTube viewers, this is another food review of another place called Gringos Locos. Have several locations here in Orlando, Florida. This one is pretty good sometimes when they actually follow the instructions. So here is a drunk nachos combo. Kind of see there's not big portions. They usually are big portions, but this one's not that big. But it has usually has lettuce, pico sauce, sour cream, olives, which they are stingy on. Again, when you go to the restaurant, they actually are good. Did give them some special instructions, which they kind of failed on this. But you can kind of see. At least the chips are actually not stale like it was last time. Then we have sloppy tacos, which are really good. Sloppy tacos are usually soft shell, and come pico, lettuce, and sour cream, which to me this is not a sloppy taco. A sloppy taco is when the stuff is reversed, so you have the picos, tomatoes on the bottom, then the meat, then the sour cream, or each taco that you're buying, since it's always good to have three. They come as chicken, pork, or beef, or they have vegetarian ones with pinto beans, or regular beans. But this order's kind of fucked up because the one taco is broken. Doesn't look like that I got one of each taco of chicken, beef, or roasted pork. But I gotta take some pictures of it for Uber Eats. And also always go to the store because the food is somewhat cold. Even with the stuff on there, it should. Let's check the temperature of the food. Here's my temperature gauge. Sorry, I need the light. So it's approximately 101 degrees, 0.6. I don't know if you guys can see that. There you go, 108. So that's the middle taco. Whoops, about to lose my food. Okay, there we go. Strobe light, sorry for people that might have, oh shit, whatever that thing is, I can't think. 91, or, sorry, 97. Yeah, sorry I don't have a table, guys. This one is 100 degrees. Okay. And now the nachos. Food's supposed to be served according to the production line cook handbook at Universal Studios, where I used to work as a production line cook. Let's see, we got 100 degrees, supposedly. The food should be served at 141 degrees. If not, then it has to be reheated once. And if you don't reheat it, if you reheat it more than once, then you have chances of bacteria and food to be gross. Actually got a stale chip on that one. Be right back. Hey guys, so this is the OG drunk nachos. So you can kind of see there's pork on there. Actually got a pretty fresh chip there. I don't know why that they're supposed to make this stuff fresh every day. Tortilla chips are good for about 3 days. Then you should have them redone. Universal used to do like 3 days worth of chips, or enough for that day, and they redid them. But if we had Taco Bar, then it'd be a little longer. About 3 days usually was the max before we had to redo some new ones if they didn't sell. Oops, forgot my thermometer in the nachos. Gotta wash that off and oops. That's what it looks like with a little pico and the melted cheese on there. Even though they're not extremely hot, I mean, they're still good, lukewarm, but it just does not taste right when it's, sorry, I have a chip that's, I mean, the cheese is nice and melted. I asked for extra cheese, but they didn't just give that to me. But okay, enough with the nachos. Let's go ahead and chow down, which I have to do over the nachos so I don't break if the shell breaks. But this is the sloppy taco. Yep, there we go. Now, if I would make this, the pico would be at the bottom. And you go ahead and mix a little bit of the beef on top. Then put the sour cream on it. I mean, it's supposed to be a sloppy taco. It's not supposed to look like a taco. It's supposed to be a sloppy, street sloppy taco. This one has a little pork fat on it. Oh, it does have shredded cheese on it too, so at least mix it up, then put it together and put the sour cream on top, or at least both. But I definitely say one thing about this Gringos Locos is the freshly made pico sauce that they make. Oh my god, that is so good. Just to have the pico sauce, the tomatoes, you kind of already see it split. So always make sure you put it over your nachos. Like that, so you can go ahead and do your nachos later. Let me show you better. So you go ahead and you put your taco that broke apart that over your nachos so you can eat it later. Alright. So let's see, this is the second taco. This one's supposed to be beef or chicken. And let's bite into it, see what it is. This is another pork taco. When on Uber I asked for in the special instructions, because they don't have this a drop down menu. I mean, at least they did read the instructions and give me hard shell, but they didn't give me what I asked for, which was one of each taco. And sorry, is not the drink that I ordered. This is like seriously addicting, and every time I get one and get it from Gringos Locos, I always get a watermelon drink. It is completely orgasmic, let's put it that way. But the other taco decided to break, so I put it in with the nachos. Here's the third and final taco. Again, it's pork, it's not chicken or beef. So let's get into this to make sure it is. And don't know what's with these. Well, at least since there's several different Gringos Locos, but the shell completely shattered again from me biting it. So that's why you get nachos with it. Or if you go to the restaurant at a certain time that they have special, whatever you order, you get a salsa and chips. So when you have salsa and chips, you ask a little for extra pico and cheese, and you mix it with the nachos, or the free bag of tortilla chips that sometimes are stale, sometimes are fresh, depends. You can clean up with it, so you get almost like free nachos instead of paying, I think, $8 or $9 for the drunk. Excuse me, OG drunk nachos. Then they have another set of nachos that has guacamole and all that in it. But today's food for Gringos Locos, since it wasn't right at the right temperature, the food was, the shell was automatically damaged in the first place. Didn't follow instructions correctly from Uber Eats. At a 10 scale, I will give it a 5. I mean, their food is excellent. It's just that presentation and temperature is definitely most important, and following the instructions. So next time, I'm not going to ask Uber Eats to make anything or deliver anything from their restaurant. I'd just rather go to the restaurant, which I will link their website, or at least a link if you're in Orlando, Florida, downtown. Definitely want to hit them up because they are excellent, especially if you're eating in a restaurant or just getting takeout from the restaurant. Just don't ask Uber Eats, Grubhub, or any of the delivery services, because they're going to take a lot longer, and especially since Gringos Locos is a nice, not hot spot, but a local eatery that everybody likes going to, that there are lines around the corner sometimes before the pandemic stuff happened. So thanks for watching my food review. Nachos. Have a great day, and please like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.